Welcome, friends. Today, we're doing another first impressions video. Marvellous. And we are finishing off our discovery set from the house of Santa Maria Novella Firenze. I did my first impressions video the other day. And while I was very happy with the quality and the style and the blending and all of that sort of thing, none of the fragrances were for me. Now, this house has a lot of perfumes, like 50 odd, maybe more. I don't know if they're all still in production, but I know that the patchouli and the vetiver still are, and neither of those were included in the discovery kit. And I can't lie, I wasn't particularly happy about that, because they're the two I really wanted to try. And I would imagine they're two of the more popular ones. So why you wouldn't put those in the discovery kit is just beyond me. Maybe they thought that they didn't need to because they were already popular, or that they didn't need to because they wanted people to discover other things. And I understand that, I really do, but it wouldn't have killed them to put the two most popular fragrances, or what, two fragrances which I would have thought were the most popular, in the discovery kit. But here we are. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Anyhow, I can't say that I haven't enjoyed the ones that I have smelled, because I have. They're very good. So, I was just checking the name of that one, so I can pull the notes up. And it is Angeli Di Frenzy. So, Angeli Di Farenzi is apparently a dirty great white floral, and if I remember correctly, it is a little bit strange because it has this kind of white floral, salty, almost marine thing going on. I hate like all the houses use these samples, most of them do, and they're absolutely rubbish if I'm being perfectly honest with you, but there we are. Anyway, Angeli Di Frenzy. Here we go. That's really lovely. Oh, God. That is beautiful. It's got peach, it's got melon, it's got blackcurrant, iris, vanilla, white musk, ylang ylang, cyclamen, precious fucking woods. Which woods are that precious? They can't be that precious, though, can they? Because if they were that precious, you would be able to name them. You know? Nightmare. But that is properly nice. That is really, really nice. Jesus Christ. I literally tensed up as I went to go and breathe that in, thinking, oh, God. I remember this one now. I've smelled all of these before. Melon, peach, big melon, big peach. I don't understand how people, like on Fragrantica, people have said it's a huge jasmine. Not for me. This is big melon, big peach. This is the type of thing that you would wear in the sun, in the heat. I think that's what this house is, very Italian-centric. It's very, these fragrances smell like what the smells of Italy would be. You know? That is absolutely gorgeous. It's really fruity, but in a fresh way. It's not like your it doesn't smell like A numbers, you know, it doesn't smell like Haribo. It's not that kind of sweetness. It's like a grown up, real citrus. It's almost a gourmand, this, but like a fruit gourmand, you know. It smells like summer. That is glorious. I mean, don't get us wrong, I would never wear this, you know. But if you're into fruity fragrances and you want something quality and you want something classy, this is the one. Like, Oh, God almighty, that's fantastic. That really is very, very nice. Angeli Di Frenzy. Angeli Di Frenzy, not Agnelli. I'm thinking of the football manager, Agnelli there. No. Angeli Di Frenzy, Santa Maria Novella. That is properly nice. So, next one. Excuse me as I pull up some notes. It's Melagrano. This is apparently pomegranate, but I do not get a lot of pomegranate from this. Indeed, it is one of the ones I like the most. Right? Now it starts off a little fruity. That's not the way it goes. Sorry, it's just rain. I don't know if you can hear the rain, but it's absolutely miserable. These are like the least suitable conditions to be smelling this in. This is absolutely glorious as well, right? This is, well, I'll read the notes to you. So the top notes are pomegranate, ylang ylang, rose, cyclamen, bergamot, and orange. The mid notes are big oak moss, orris root, vetiver, fern, which doesn't exist. I'm sure that's a fougere, isn't it? Tobacco, Virginia cedar, and hawthorn. The base notes are a Popinax, French labdanum, patchouli, vanilla, and amber. This has got, because it's such a big oak moss fragrance, and it is a big oak moss fragrance, it reminds me at the top and the beginning of Quorum, which is a very strange thing to say, considering it's called pomegranate. I don't get pomegranate from this, like, whatsoever. It's one of those fragrances that where the name just doesn't have anything to do with the smell, you know? Slightly infuriating. But I've really enjoyed this because what happens is, right, is that sort of like little bit of like berry sort of sweetness comes out, like, it comes out, but not at the top. It comes out between the top and the mid, right? So it pokes its way out. These develop beautifully as well. They're blended absolutely fantastically. There is no credit given to a perfumer here whatsoever for any of these. This was released in 1965, actually. I didn't realize that. Big Chypre. Like, if you're looking for a Chypre, but a little bit different, like something a bit good, if you want something that's still available but still made very well, again, I can't stress how well made these are. The blending's fantastic. It is absolutely pouring down. Sorry, I'm just British, can't help but comment on the weather. I'm not a massive Chypre fan, but this is a very classical Chypre, you know. Now that I know that it's a Chypre, that's all I can fucking smell. But it reminds me a lot because of this massive bold oak moss note, and obviously it's not real oak moss. It would have been originally. I would love to smell a 65 bottle of this. Goodness me. But it's soapy. It's got this orris root. I don't know if I read the notes to you. I'll do it again. Pomegranate, ylang ylang, bergamot, rose, cyclamen, and orange at the top. Oak moss, orris root, vetiver, fern, tobacco, Virginia cedar, and hawthorn. And then a Popinax, French labdanum, patchouli, vanilla, and amber in the base. Massive oak moss, massive orris root. The orris root gives it like this kind of soapy vibe, like iris and oak moss will do that. They'll give like a fresh, like a bracing sort of quality, you know. Very nice. Nice clean Chypre. This is fantastic. Again, I don't want to keep using the word quality, but bloody hell, they are fucking rather good. Like, I'm going to do this one next because the last one is one that everybody's been asking for. This one is pot puree. This is outrageous. I like this, but I don't know that I want to buy it because it's very bracing, big clove note. Oh, big sprays. It's going to smell fantastic in here. Laurels. Top note is laurels, bergamot, and bitter orange. Oh, it's so medicinal. It's so medicinal, but like ye olde medicinal, Ye old medicinal. It's not like a new medicinal sort of thing. Fresh, tangy. So the mid notes are thyme, cloves, rosemary, and lavender. The base notes are patchouli, Peru balsam, and cedar. This fits in with the whole theory of Italian cologne. So Italian fragrances, in the main, have this theme of being the cleaner you smell, the better. It goes back to the Roman Empire with their baths and stuff like that. They've always been very clean, They've always liked that kind of thing. And that's what this there's nothing animalic about any of these fragrances whatsoever. Oh, this is so medicinal. It's the type of, it feels like the cloves are like cleansing something from you, I need to find out what laurels smell like on their own, because I don't know, if I'm being honest. Wow. Literally, when you smell it, it feels as though it's clearing your airwaves. Your airwaves. Could be clearing the airwaves as well, to be fair. I'll be putting out radio stations across the land. It's so fresh. Oh. It's really nice. It gives off that kind of, if you had a grandmother who would do the cleaning, but she would use old cleaning products to do it, products that you can't get anymore, because now we get like synthesized bleach and ammonia and everything like that. This is different. This smells like it would make your eyes water, It's very, oh, I need to just give that a second to get out my nose. Okay, so the last one we are going to do, the one that a lot of people have mentioned on the previous video and on the poll, is called Tobacco Toscano. This is, as it says, tobacco, vanilla, birch, amber, sandalwood, musk, gaiac wood, cedar, leather. I'll just remind myself of it first before I go on to discuss it. So, this is the most modern smelling one for me. It's got that Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille vibe. And it's a bit of a shame, because it smells like their own version of Tobacco Vanille, and it is a contemporary of Tobacco Vanille. This came out a year later. Okay. So it's worth saying that. That's the context that this came out in. And for me, it's probably the biggest letdown out of all of them. I really wanted to like this. It is a fantastic house, and I was really looking forward to their take on a tobacco from the Discovery set. And I've got to be honest, I was really let down. and it is a shame. All the other fragrances had something going for them. This one feels derivative. It feels like I've smelled it in one way or another a lot of times before. It feels as though they've gone after the Tom Ford pound or the Tom Ford dollar. They've tried to make their own version of it, and it hasn't worked. There's a birch note in it that separates it from Tobacco Vanille, gives it this kind of overtone of Bellamy, right? Like a tobacco version of Bellamy. But it ends up being neither, we have a saying up here, it ends up being neither nout nor something. As in it ends up being like something in the middle, totally in the middle. It's neither a clone nor an original fragrance. It's stuck in purgatory. And it's sad, and it's a sad way to end this, because I've been really impressed with these fragrances, even though I probably wouldn't buy any. If I was feeling a little bit weird, which I mean, sometimes do, I might buy the Pot Puri one because of how medicinal and fresh it is. It literally smells like a cleaner, like a cleanser, right? Oh, goodness me, the clove in that is absolutely outrageous. I assume the other notes I can smell in there are like I know there's lavender in there, and after a while that gives it this sort of softness and this roundness, and it takes the edge off the top, right? But those cloves never go away, the oak moss and stuff like that. Sorry, not the oak moss. Like those cloves, like, never leave you. This Tobacco Toscana is exactly what I've just said. It's a letdown. It's a shame that they have gone this route. And it was released a year after Tobacco Vanille. And that's exactly what it was trying to do. It was trying to hop on that, like, it's the type of fragrance that when you go into the shop, we've all had this experience. You go into a department store, not that these are sold in department stores, but you go into a department store and you go to smell, I don't know, you go up to where the Mont Blanc counter and they push Explorer in your face and they say, have you smelled the new Mont Blanc? It's great. It smells just like Aventus. If this was in a department store and there was a sales associate that would get the bottle, they would spray it on a card, spray it on you, and they would look at you and they'd say, it smells just like Tobacco Vanille. As if that's a good thing. And it's not. Because if I wanted something that smelled like Tobacco Vanille, I'd buy Tobacco Vanille. Don't get us wrong, it's not shit. It's just a letdown, you know? It's just sad, that's all. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed. Yes, this has been a very, very worthwhile exercise. It's always good to get a sample set from a house and go through them and get the feel of the house. These are quality. I'm still considering a bottle of the patchouli. Will I buy one? Probably not. I don't need one. I've got enough patchoulis to last us years. But I imagine their patchouli is absolutely fantastic. I imagine the vetiver is absolutely fantastic because all their fragrances are well made. Even the Tobacco Toscana. If that had a coffee note in it, right? If they did a coffee fragrance, I'd be very interested to smell that. Because I think it's obviously Italians and their coffee and stuff like that, you know, but that tobacco is derivative and I've smelled it before and dare say I'll smell it again. But anyhow, overall, very impressed with the house. The quality, there's that word again. is tremendous. The blend and the ingredients, all fantastic. Check them out if you can. You may be surprised and find something for yourself. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed the first of the 4 that I ran on the poll. Next will be Etat Libre d'Orange, and that will be a series akin to the Zoologist series, because there's 20 samples in their sample set. This was the same price and there was only 8. Or this was a little bit less, or more, I think. It was around that 40-odd pound sort of mark, but you only get 8 from these. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I'll see you again soon. Bye.